Okay, let's get right into it, because this is big. OpenClaw just dropped version 4.21, and honestly, if you're a business or a marketer who's been hitting a wall with AI images, this is the one you've been waiting for. On the very same day, OpenAI launched its new image model, OpenClaw got it integrated. We're talking about GPT Image 2, the engine inside ChatGPT Images 2.0, and now your agent can use it directly. And I'm not exaggerating here. This update really changes what your AI agents can do for your business. We are moving way beyond just automating simple tasks. Now we're talking about high-quality, professional-grade, creative work. This is a massive leap forward. So let's start with the main event, the image generation. Before today, asking your OpenClaw agent to make an image was, it was fine. It was okay for some quick and simple stuff. But for anything you'd actually show a client or put in an ad, the results were often, unusable. Just look at this difference. On the left, that's the classic AI image fail we all know and love, right? You'd ask for a social media post and the text would just be complete gibberish. The resolution was terrible, you just couldn't use it. But now, that's all fixed. With GPT Image 2, you get actual, readable text. Headlines are spelled right, prices are what you typed, product names are perfect. So here's why that's such a big deal. GPT Image 2 isn't just some small update. It's the same model OpenAI uses in its own flagship product. That means it's been trained to nail the details that really matter for business, especially getting text right and making everything super clear. Having this power right inside your agent is an absolute game changer. And the quality upgrade isn't just about clarity, it's about sheer size. The old models topped out at these small, low-res images. GPT Image 2 goes all the way up to 4K. We're talking 3840 by 2160 pixels. That is sharp enough for a printed poster, a banner for a trade show, or even a magazine ad, and you don't have to use some other tool to upscale it. It just comes out ready to go right from the start. But it gets even better. This isn't just about creating images from a blank slate anymore. This update gives your agent the skills of a real graphic designer. That's right. You can now upload an existing photo, like a product shot, and just tell your agent to modify it. This is huge. We're moving beyond simple generation into complex targeted editing. The kind of stuff you used to have to hire somebody for. And it can get incredibly specific. You can give it a whole to-do list like this one. Tell it to swap the background, add a shadow, but, and this part is key, keep your product logo looking perfectly crisp. Or you can tell it to focus on one specific part of a photo, like the pool in a backyard, and add a flamingo floaty, while leaving everything else completely untouched. Think about it. These are all those little, tedious, and expensive tasks that used to mean a bunch of back-and-forth emails with a human designer. Now you can just automate them. That's going to save you a ton of time and money on every single creative asset you make. Okay, so having these amazing creative tools is one thing, but if the system isn't rock solid and reliable, what's the point, right? To really replace professional workflows, you need stability, and that's exactly what the second half of this update is all about. 6 critical fixes that make this version truly enterprise ready. Let's just quickly run through these because they're going to make your day-to-day life so much easier. First, the plugin doctor is now more like a surgeon. It makes precise fixes instead of accidentally breaking other tools. That means less time troubleshooting. Second, the image logs are way clearer so you always know which model made an image if a backup was used. That's great for consistency. Third, a huge security patch. It closes a major loophole for owner-only commands. We'll come back to that in a sec. Fourth, for all you SOC users, your agent's replies will now actually stay in the right thread, finally ending those confusing conversations. Fifth, browser actions are way faster. The agent won't get stuck waiting for something that isn't there, making your automations more reliable. And finally, the whole install process is cleaner, which makes it faster to get new team members up and running. Okay, I really need to double down on that security fix for a moment. Before this update, if you used your agent in a shared channel like in Slack or Discord, it was actually possible for non-owners to run sensitive or expensive commands. That vulnerability is now closed, so the bottom line is this. If your agent lives in any kind of shared space, you need to run this update immediately. All right, so you're probably thinking, okay, I'm sold. How do I get all this power up and running? Well, the good news is it's incredibly simple. Here's exactly how you do it. It's a really simple 3-step process. First, always back up your agent before you update. It's just good practice, Second, you just run the update right from inside the chat. The whole thing takes about 2 minutes. Third, plug in your OpenAI API key and point OpenClaw to the new GPT Image 2 model. And then, test it out. Ask it to create a real social media post or a flyer for your business. You'll know if it's working in like 30 seconds. So let's just zoom out for a second, because this update is more than just a list of new features. It's a pretty clear sign of where all of these automated business tools are going. Think about it. When a major new AI model drops from a company like OpenAI, most other tools and platforms take weeks, sometimes even months to integrate it. OpenClaw did it in a matter of hours on the same day it launched. That speed is exactly why so many people are building real businesses on this platform. You're never left behind. You're always on the cutting edge. The ability to instantly automate high-quality, designer-level creative work, that is a massive competitive advantage. Seriously, while your competitors are waiting on their design agency to turn around one new ad creative, you can generate, test, and deploy 5 different versions in a single afternoon. And you're doing it with an agent that's now more reliable and secure than ever before. So, the platform is updated, the new model is ready to go, and your agent is basically an automated design team just waiting for instructions. The only real question left is, what are you going to have it create first? A poster for your daily specials? A whole new set of social media ads? A product mock-up? The possibilities are now wide open.